There we go. Perfect. Should work. Hello, how is everyone? Ah, there we go. Perfect. Hello, Goloff. Oh, let me just share this into the group so everyone gets the link. Where is it? Live streams, live here. Perfect. There we go. Let's just get rid of this. There we go. Sorted. Hello, Chris. Hello, Paul. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, Ram. Hello, Goloff. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just zoom out a bit on this so we got a bit of a clearer sort of picture of what's going on. There we go. Hello, Steve. Like always, Sam, Dominic, Chris, Joe, Sean, Jason, DB, Andy, Ram. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? If you are new to the live, then welcome. What we tend to do on these lives is have a quick catch up, see how everyone is, answer any questions, and then from there we take a dive into the charts, see what's gone on today, come up with a plan for tomorrow, and just answer any questions along the way. So if you have any questions for what I'm doing at the chart, trading in general, crypto, the private group, anything like that, then please don't hesitate to drop a comment and let me know. Who's ready for the challenge? Yeah, we do have a challenge going on inside the private group, which is going to be really, really cool. So everyone will be accepted into that group after the live. I think I'm going to do it at like 10 p.m. exactly. So yeah, it's going to be really good. Value packed 2 weeks. So I did just post a message to the educators and support who are taking part in that challenge as well before everyone else is in there, so they can see the sort of objective and everything going on there. So it should be a really good one. There we go. Should be all right. Brick shed here. Reese, you like that? That's right, mate. Yeah, Jay, you've got a section in the group part. Just definitely, I'll say this. I'll send a message to you and the other educators after this, but to like do a little message sort of introduction for the challenge, but I'll drop that in after this, of sort of what to sort of go over and stuff like this. But yeah, Brick Shed Reese, I think that's an apt name, definitely. Brandon is an absolute beast. I do agree there. Oh, to be fair, everyone we've got participating in the challenge as well, from Greg, Leon, Brandon, Jay, Adam, Craig on the reports. It's gonna be a really value packed time. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually rough start to the week. My car is gonna cost over $1,000 to fix, but at least my payout will cover most of it. If FTMO pays out, FTMO should be fine, mate. It should be fine. It's just once you start getting those consistent payouts on FTMO, then it can be a bit interesting. Sam brother just thought I'd drop the question. Not like we ain't gonna cook anyway. 100% Jay. Now I'm looking forward to it. And Jay, you smashed it during the last challenge as well. To be fair, last challenge we did something where basically you could pick an educator. This challenge, everyone basically comes together. But the feedback I got from people sort of following Jay was amazing, like incredible. And you saw some of that. I did like a webinar to do with the challenge, so you will have saw some of that during that challenge webinar. So yeah, it's really good. All good, KT. Bella is amazing. Hello, Adam. Hello. We've got the full team on tonight. I love it. Even if first time on the site. Oh, hello, Robert. Welcome to the team, mate. If you do have any questions, just let me know. No, KT. We're just answering a few little questions, but that'll become clear in the group, definitely. Even got Craig on. Hello, Craig. Hello, Lazy Queen Frankie. some people tripled their accounts with me, 27 hour in a week in the challenge. Yeah, it was insane. It was absolutely disgustingly insane. So hopefully we'll go in for another great one as well. Definitely be pushing. I mean, it's been it's been a very, very difficult, busy few days, sort of getting the challenge and everything, and then stuff with the event and loads of things going on in the background. So the past few days have been incredibly busy, but looking forward to getting the challenge fully underway. It should be really, really good. Quick one on shorter time frames, particularly for scalping. Are you marking up high and lows from previous day or short time frame for scalp? Steve, the best thing to do when you're looking to scalp, and when you're looking to trade really anything, looking at levels on like higher time frames. So for example, if you're scalping, the previous day low or previous day high, that's going to be a strong level because it's such a, everyone can see the previous day high, previous day low. So I think when you're scalping, you don't have to look at lower time frame levels. Look at higher time frame levels, which are very, very strong. So if you're looking to enter positions on like the 1 minute, why not look for areas of support or resistance on like the 4 hour, which make it extremely, extremely strong, excuse me. I think that's a good way to go at it. Best team in the world. I completely agree, Katie. Hello, G-Light. Hello, Graham. Sam, just drop me a message on the support account. I think there's a good few people who have messaged. Literally, it's been like non-stop with the messages the past few days. Like it was insane. Yeah, like insane. They should have the exact same movement, just in smaller scale. Just seems weird. Yeah, they are slightly correlated. So gold and silver, the market, especially they have similar market drivers. And so if there's something which comes out, for example, what happened on gold, that, directly impacts sort of hedges against inflation and precious metals, then both of them are going to sort of move in similar fashions. A little run through. So Naresh, in the challenge, basically all of the educators and support team are going to come together. There's going to be sort of extra signals in there, but mainly the main thing is just the extra support. So I did do a rundown with the educators and support before this in terms of like reaching out to members more and reaching out to members in the challenge more, really like hammering that personal side. More sort of videos, helpful tips throughout the day, more live streams, etc., and just have like 2 weeks where it's like unbelievably locked in, and just really, really, really go for it. And then also hammer the risk management side. Like I think a 2-week period is a really good period for you to see the power of risk management. And if you just are consistent over a 2-week period, then what's stopping you being consistent over a 3, 4, 6, 10, 52-week period, okay? You've just got to stay consistent. If you can be consistent for 2 weeks, you can be consistent throughout. And there are people from the last challenge, quite a few actually, who continued. You probably see I do upload a few of their profit screenshots and stuff into the public group, but they continued the challenge, like continued with the risk management, the tips they learned on the last challenge, and just crushed it, So definitely the things you learn through it, keep them going as well. That's really important. Hello, Christian. Yes, Los Blancos. Hello, Dylan. Hello. Build some wall. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. Can't wait to show what I cook up on the daily. Yeah, it's gonna be great, Jay. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, literally, Narash. Yeah, that is literally it. 1,000 hours. 1,000 hours of it. Yeah. That'd be funny. That'd be good. Look, I wishful thinking. You never know. Someone might catch a crazy short or long position which just rides like forever. Okay, which would be amazing. Hello, Steph. Hello. By the way, just seen a video of you and your big burger on a car boot in YouTube talking about bearing your soul to the world. Was that I did like a vlog style video. I tried with the content side of things. I'm very new to the sort of content and social media stuff, and so I sort of dabbled in like vlog style things where basically I don't even know how to describe it actually. But I don't know. I kind of I didn't like it as much doing that, because it is like, okay, we're gonna go out and we're gonna record this day. It's not what I tend to do in a day, so it's not very like realistic, and also it's very like time consuming. I'd rather do videos on things I actually really know, trading, and then also something I do want to start is I do really love cars, and so maybe like a car channel, like a bit out, and do like a video every like 2-3 weeks or something, call it kind of like cars and coffee, like let's go grab a coffee and basically like record it, and I'll like review a car or something. Yeah, I'm an absolute granddad driver, so I don't know how entertaining it would be, but I really enjoy cars, and to sort of share that with everyone would be pretty cool as well. So yeah. Never traded before, so looking forward to learn. Definitely, I mean, Robert, there's definitely a lot to learn, and definitely just, especially in those first few weeks, just be a sponge, just try and absorb, and just ask questions. If you're not afraid of asking questions, then you will do very well in this space. Asking questions, and then also argue with the narrative. When you go to leave your first comment on the YouTube, it pops up with a little like, I don't know, pop-up box, and it says like, argue with the sort of regime. Okay, so for example, if someone, even if they're a very successful trader in the group, okay, if they are saying something on the chart, or they're saying anything, yeah, just like argue with them a little bit, like, why do you think that, why don't you think this? There's buyers and sellers in these markets, okay, there's two sides to every story, so don't be afraid to push back a bit as well. That's something that's important, in obviously a very respectful way. I think that's important as well, and just ask questions, and you'll pick it up very, very, like, you'll pick up a lot. I agree with that, DB. I agree with that. Should we go live? The event, that would be cool, Adam. That would be really cool. I've got a few cool things planned for the event. There's a few changes which we've had to make because of the volume of people which are coming, which will be announced in the next couple of days. If you made arrangements, that's absolutely fine. Like, it's going to be where I've said it's going to be. It's going to be on the day. It's fine. But we've had to make a few shifts because of the amount of people, and then also it's very difficult to plan an event and organize a very good event when we don't know, like, even rough numbers, because we've done a type form to sort of gauge interest and everything like that. A lot of people will fill in the type form, but then just to sort of see what happens, and they won't actually be looking to come to the event. Everyone's got different things and different responsibilities going on, so we've definitely got like a new way to sort of figure that out, so we can get more accurate numbers, so then we can organize a better event for you guys, and make it sort of more sustainable and easier to organise. So we've got a few things going on there, which is good. Team live 24/7 competition. That I would love to do 24/7 lives as well. That would be like a 24/7 live trading show. That we've got loads cooking, and that I definitely see that happening in the future, like 100% actually. Craig's a menace on the charts. It's for one-to-one calls with Adam. Do you mean, Jason? If you're looking for a one-to-one call with Adam, that's support inside the group. He hops on one-to-one calls like all day with members. Then you can just drop a message in the Discord, at him in the Discord, and he'll happily send you through sort of available times ready for sort of to fit your schedule. I booked off and ready. Nice. It's gonna be really good. And it's definitely a step up from the last event. A lot more, hopefully, organised, bigger. Last event, we shared the venue with other people. There was a lot of other people there. But then this time, this is a ColezTrades exclusive venue. We've got a really cool setup. So, we're taking it in steps. This one will be better than the last one. The next one will be better. The next one will be better. And so on and so forth. And so, yeah, it's going to be good. Where's your go-to for weekend brunch into mine? Mine was rock bottom from Ready, and that kitchen for a great food atmosphere. What's that? Mine was rock bottom. I haven't heard of rock bottom. I'm trying to think where I like to go for where I like to go for lunch. To be fair, where I live, there's like a promenade. It's really nice. Not a lot of people come here because it's like it's downtown, but it's on like a little island in downtown. So you have to like know about it to come here or live here, which is really cool because you're like very close to Burj Khalifa and very close to downtown, but no one really comes here, which is good. So it's a bit quieter, still busy. Dubai's just too busy. But there's like a promenade with a bunch of restaurants. There's one there. There's a few actually. One of them's called Acquire. It's so good, so good. I have ordered and eaten in there too many times. Jumped here in that then. Yeah, that was so that position that what just went off there, I'm pretty sure was a stop loss in slight bit of drawdown there. So I did look to enter a few buys on the breakout here and move my stop loss, looking for a move to the upside. We haven't done that. It was a very small position anyway. Looking to see if we can actually move up to this level here. So it's fine though. Doors is my go-to place. Doors is really nice. You get a nice view of the fountain. It's really, really, really good. Yeah, it is nice. I do like. I prefer. Oh, what's it called? It's not called Doors. It's lower down. I always used to go there when I first came to Dubai. It's the only place I knew. I can't remember what it's called though. And you get more of the view of the Burj, and they do really good shisha. Stop like that. I love that DB. Target defo. Yeah, I mean, this is the level which I've been looking at pretty much all of today. I'll remove the screen line. But this is a level I've been looking at, which does look like really nice. We just haven't had the strength to get up there yet. We could be coming down for a retest now before coming up. We're actually gearing up to sort of hit it and the trend line at the same time. If we don't come up to hit it, then I'm absolutely fine with that. But hopefully we do. Do you also do top-down analysis? Yeah, that's the bulk of my system is top-down analysis. So obviously starting at the higher time frames, 1 hour, 4 hour, gauge your environment. Then from there, going to the midterm time frame, identifying levels like this. And there was actually, I think this was a 0.5, and then previous lows, something like that was the reason I looked for a position there. But identifying levels, and then from there, when we approach the levels, look to take a trade at those levels with confirmations from lower time frames. I did just drop a really good video on Fu Manchu. It's quite a long video. It's like 42 minutes long, but basically that video highlights like Fu Manchu, the indicator that I use from like start to finish. It's really educational. And even if you don't want to use Fu Manchu, there's some great tips throughout that video, so I'd highly recommend it if you do want to use the indicator, if you don't want to use the indicator, just because there's great tips throughout that you can pull and you can use with any system. I think it's good. Trade earlier in the gold chat, Max missed my limit by one bib and flew up with that one. I did see that, Craig. That is an unfortunate one. There was a month, I remember it was the most heartbreaking thing ever. It was like, I don't know how many months ago. It was like 4 months ago. And that happened every trade. Like, I swear, there was like 3-4 trades in a row where it like literally came within 1-2 pips of the level and then went. I mean, for that to happen like 3-4 times in a row is crazy. The levels, they're too strong. Too strong. Taylor, I do still look at Bitcoin, but mainly because Bitcoin's just been ranging. It's not like there isn't the volatility, there isn't the opportunity right now in Bitcoin. And if gold's got an environment where I don't like to trade, then I'm not going to trade it. So I still do look at Bitcoin, but the environment isn't just congruent with how I like to trade right now. So I'm just sort of staying away from it. Higher time frame Bitcoin positions is definitely the way to go when markets are like this, in my opinion. Livid. Yeah, I bet you are, Craig. Say for a clean slate for the chat. Love that, DB. 100%. Explains everything really well. Just watch. I appreciate that, Naresh. I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely some good tidbits throughout that you can definitely pull and use in sort of any system, any trading environment, 100%. So, yeah, it's really good. And definitely more videos to come. which are similar in value to that. Hopefully try and make them a bit more condensed so they're not as long. But once I start talking about something, I can't bloody stop. Zoom you got on now, would you say keep the limit or not retry in Asia, aka aka brick shed? So over market close, I mean, I haven't got this limit set now. I'll look to that as we get closer to the level. Again, I want to see confirmations as we approach the level. If we hit during Asia, I'll take the trade. I'll set alerts for it. I'd prefer if we waited for tomorrow and hit it during New York. That would be a lot nicer. And then a key point there is something which I went over in the video is confirmations as you approach a level. A lot of people look for confirmations once you've hit a level, and you can do that. But a lot of times people fall into the mistake of waiting for the most perfect confirmations, and they confirm a move which has already happened. It's not hard to confirm a move if it's already happened. And so you've missed the move. And so looking for confirmations as you approach your level, as you approach your setup is very good also. Tell you really well for gold. Which other pairs would you suggest that will work well with your education? Nirash, so it can be tailored to most pairs, but gold and Bitcoin specifically, they're what I've sort of built up my system trading, and so they're what I use. The concepts taught you can use in majority of pairs, but just you need to tailor it a bit for each pair, which is very, very important. Something that, again, I spoke about in that video, and there was a lot of really great tidbits throughout that video, was how that each pair, you can't just really take a system or take your strategy and just use it on every single pair, really, because each pair moves slightly differently. It respects things slightly differently. So you do need to tailor for each pair you're trading, which is, it is very important. I can do this. Amir, 100%. Look, on these lives, something which is important is I'm not gonna sugarcoat things and try and make it seem easier than it is. I'm just gonna speak my thoughts, and sometimes sometimes it's a bit advanced, and sometimes I'll explain things simply. But if you want to get involved in trading, I'm gonna give you the unsugarcoated sort of trading, I guess, education, and I will make it as simple as possible for you, answer any questions and everything like that. But when you first, join the live, when you first get into trading, look, it is hard to think that trading is super easy. Ignore what you see online. Trading's hard, okay? It is. These are the financial markets which move the world, okay? It's difficult. But there's nothing stopping you from doing it as well. And after just watching a few lives, you'll pick up a ton, and you'll know exactly what I'm saying and what I'm going on about, 100%. So yeah, hard work and persistence is definitely possible, 100%. Something which I spoke to Frankie about actually in the group. Frankie's been smashing it, by the way, making some serious money, and just a really nice guy as well. Was how he's now found just the general financial markets, looking into sort of what moves the markets. He just finds it really interesting as well. So that's something which you'll build up, and I think it's a very great knowledge to have. It's a very great knowledge to have just in the broader world. Money moves the world. Money makes the world go round. So understanding where that money is, where it's moving to, why certain asset classes are doing this and this and this, it is important just for your knowledge of the world, in my opinion. I think these are very important things to know. Yeah. And it impacts you more than you think. I did a video the other day. If you're, for example, we'll keep it very simple. If gold is absolutely booming through the roof and you've got a job in an industry where your company needs to buy gold to make a certain chip or something like this, then that might be a red flag to you. Okay, gold's getting really expensive. They're cutting costs. Okay, gold keeps going up. Okay, overall, let's say a few weeks ago, overall market sentiment is that gold's going to continue going up as Trump is really pressing lower interest rates, which increases inflation, which is obviously good for gold. That's going to make gold more expensive. My company can't afford that. Oh crap, I'm in a bad situation here. Maybe I need to start, maybe the position I'm in isn't as secure because my company might start laying people off as they can't afford these costs in the company. It impacts you more than you think, and obviously that's a very sort of basic example, but it is it's definitely very true. Just keep showing up. You'll be amazed at how much you pick up. Don't put pressure on yourself. 100%, Graham. 100%. Yeah, I mean, look, when you're getting into trading, it is a pain. But as long as you stay persistent and risk management, and you don't try and make a lot of money very quickly, that's the thing which will really get you. If you try and make a ton of money extremely quickly, like you'll just get unbelievably burnt. Like yeah. You can make money quickly if you've got the mindset to make money slowly. Like that's how you've really got to think about things. Day's been good. Good day, 2,000 down Friday and back today. Nice, Andy. Is there an easy way to add the indicators you need on the free trading view? Maybe have 2 separate ones. Yeah, Steve, you only need the free version of TradingView, really. The only indicators that I really use are Session Volume Profile and Fu Manchu. And then once you've put one on, you can just take it off and put the other one on that you need. If you do want to increase the amount of indicators you can have on the chart, you don't need to. But if you do, then the premium version of TradingView is like £11 a month or something like this. Again, you don't need it, but it might be a bit more convenient for you. I remember when I first started, I had a £300 account that went from one lot, then money was gone, back to work and acted like it was okay, but was crying inside. Yeah, Reese, all been there. I had a day, and again, most of the mistakes, near enough all the mistakes that anyone makes in the trading view, I've definitely made. I had a day when I first started trading, this was in crypto. Basically, there was a huge crypto crash, and I lost a number I don't care to say, and basically I was still working at the time. I was working at McDonald's. I was like, I can't remember how old I was. I was probably like 17, and so I was still working, and I went in the next day. I was on like a morning shift from like 6 a.m. till 2 p.m. And I remember normally on my break I'm on my phone, and that day I just sat there just like staring out into the abyss, like what the hell has just happened? But you just got to keep going. And that's just it, and it worked out, and so I'm grateful. Jason, so there's currently a video on Fu Manchu, and then if you go through the course, chances are by the time you finish it, you have a good understanding of it. The main indicator I use is Fu Manchu, and the other ones, which I can bring up on the live, are just click them on and then they're on the chart. But the course does go through a good, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly now, but I'm pretty sure it covers it in quite a bit of detail. It's best to spread your funds on several trading. What do you mean on spread your funds on several trading, Robert? Do you mean spread it across several pairs, several trading systems, several trading accounts? What do you mean? Hello, Tony. Hello. 100%, Reese. 100%. Boy, oh, you left. JJ, still enjoying it in Dubai. Heading back to the UK soon-ish for a bit. Got an event at the end of the month. But yeah, still loving Dubai. This time of year, it's amazing. And yeah, I really like Dubai. Everyone's lost. If you haven't lost, you wouldn't be on this chat. We build together and get stronger. We have all been hurt. Doesn't mean you need to hurt alone. 100%, Naresh. 100%. Yeah, I mean, you've summed that up perfectly. And I think an important point in the group, which is hard to market because people don't understand how valuable it is. But having that team there, having people you can speak to there, is so valuable and so just rewarding and makes the process so much smoother. Robert, you can. I think it's good to have sort of, if you do use multiple, so let's say you use the same system, but you scalp, day trade, and swing trade. It's a good idea to have sort of your scalping trades on a separate account to your day trades and longer term trades, just to keep things more organized, because you don't want to make a mistake there and accidentally close a position that you shouldn't have closed or something like this. So keeping those separate is a pretty good idea. Max, dude, you should buy a franchise and we work there just for a laugh and then trade the rest of the time. That sounds brilliant. That sounds brilliant. But yeah, I worked at McDonald's. It was an interesting time. It was because it was kind of my first job. I had like other jobs before that, but I guess it was my first proper job. When I first started, I was really happy. I respect anyone who's got any job, to be honest. But then specifically in the service space, if you're speaking to customers a lot, then in person, that's a hard job. And so when I started, I was really happy, big smiles. So they put me at the front. I was on the cashier thing, okay. And this was before the touchscreen things came in, and so I was really happy. And slowly, as I was there for longer, they moved me further and further and further back. So then I went to the person who puts the food in the bag, and then I went into the kitchen, and then I went on the grills, and then eventually, by the time I was leaving, I was the one in the fridge, okay, because it just slowly defeated me over time. When I think back, it's quite funny, but yeah. Definitely, looking back, it was a good experience, and yeah, definitely built up. I think it's really, really good for anyone to work in the service space a bit or do anything like that, because you have a new respect for people in that industry, because it is hard, and yeah, it's a pain. I'm still flipping burger. Go, yeah, fair play. Trade it. Looking trade. I just came across your channel. Hello, Benny. So I trade specifically gold. Looking to come up with a plan now. I do mainly trade during New York, sort of earlier on in the day, but then I do go live every night, Sunday to Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, marking up levels, coming up with a plan for the next day, answering any questions. If you do want to drop me a message or ask me any questions, or join the private group where I do give out signals, analysis, courses, community, and everything you need to profit in the trading space, then you can find the link on the YouTube description, mate. Get your 3 stars. I can't remember how many. I think I got 1 star. I can't remember how many I actually. Actually, I think I did get 4. I cannot remember now. I wish, honestly, life's biggest regret. I so should have kept my McDonald's uniform, and imagine wearing it now, having my McDonald's uniform with the Max badge. I lost so many of those badges. I should have kept it. That is honestly, that annoys me. That really annoys me. Big Max. Trying to be strong and keep away from the FOMO and over trading. What caused me to lose on Friday? 100. Yeah. Look, Andy, you make mistakes and you learn from them, and you've definitely learned from that, which is the biggest green flag. 4. Okay, I did get 4. Yeah, I should have kept the badge. I should have definitely kept the badge. If I could, I would get that. That would be cool. I need to get even another uniform. I don't know how you can order McDonald's uniforms. I don't know if they do that, but that would be cool. Customer care assistant avoidable. The king, that's smart. To be fair, that's smart. I think that's good. Big man. Oh no, that's funny. Not this name now. Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna sort of plan going forward on the charts. I am looking for gold to sort of move up to this sell level here. If we don't, no worries, that's absolutely fine. But when we do move up to this level, I am going to be looking to take sell positions. And then in terms of buy levels, I'm not really bothered with buy positions right now. I do think further to the downside is a lot nicer, and so. Thank you. And so mainly looking for sell positions from this level here. And then, it's been Monday today. Monday gives us a good grasp on how the week will be. And then as we go into Tuesday, that's when the true setups really, really form. So, yeah. Big Max, oh no. I have a feeling Big Max is gonna stick now. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to have to finish up the live here because I do have to get to the challenge. The challenge is something we're doing inside of the private group, and I want to get everyone sort of on board and make sure everything's very clear with that. And that's launching tonight, so I want to make sure everything's very clear, everything's set up smoothly for that. So wish it could be live for longer. I do appreciate everyone tuning in, but I want to get that absolutely sorted. If you do want more information on the private group and you're not yet involved in the private group, then just click the link on the YouTube description, drop me a message. I'll personally respond. I'll answer any questions, like ask me anything. I'm an open book, let me know, and I'll happily run through the onboarding. We'll get you on board in the group, and then you can gain access to the signals analysis courses, community, private funding service, etc. So yeah, guys, to the members of the private group, I hope you're looking forward to the challenge. It's going to be an intense 2 weeks, but I hope you're ready for it. And then to everyone else, I hope you had a great night. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all in a bit. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. Seen a bit Katie, seen a bit Clint, seen a bit Darren, Dave, PG Trader, Seawigs, Clint, Skoloff, Adam, Chris, DB, Darren, WYG, Dave, Muck, Taylor, Lady H, Reesh, Brickshed, Ryan, MGV, Drew, Dominic. Take care, guys. Have a great rest of your night.